Hi, I'm Taryn and I am a weight weenie. So there you are, I've said it, it's out. But maybe, just maybe, my weight weenieism might just help you a little bit. So in this video I'm going to list my top 10 big bang for buck weight savings that you can apply to your own bicycle, and I think the results might surprise you a little bit. They certainly surprised me. I'm going to list them in order of cost per gram saved, weighing them against the original parts of the bicycle, and some of them, wow, they're so cheap you might as well apply them to your bike anyway. I'm going to use my Bianchi here as the guinea pig of this test, as I've managed to save 1600 grams off this bicycle. It's a lot lighter than what it was as standard, and as a bit of a bonus addition I'm going to show you some huge cost effective weight savings that I made to my Carrera cheap bike to superbike project. Okay then, let's do this. So I'm going to do these in descending order from worst to best, and I'm not going to go into detail on the bike builds. You can follow the bike builds playlist at the end of this video. So first off the blocks and in last place is going to be the group set. It's not a complete group set because I'm not running a campy crank. So let's take a little look at what I've got. So you can see here that I'm running a Campagnolo Chorus 11-speed rear derailleur, and we got the matching front derailleur and the brakes to go with it. It was originally running Campagnolo Veloci 10-speed before, and there's a little bit of a weight saving, but it's not much. I think the benefits here are actually going to be functional and functionality. So the Campagnolo Chorus group set cost me £390. It gave a 39 gram saving over the original group set, at a cost of £10 for every gram saved, so not very good value at all. Next then we got the tyres, and well, this surprised me a little bit, to be honest. Maybe the ones that were on the bike originally weren't actually that bad, but yeah, with tyres there's also the rolling resistance benefits as well, which can be huge at times. So I fitted Pirelli P0 race tyres at a cost of £89.80 with a 52 gram saving over the original and a cost of £1.73 per gram saved. Aesthetically though, who doesn't love a tan wall? Oof. Next we got the saddle and seat post. It's quite a considerable saving here. I've fitted a Cellitalia SLR Boost carbon saddle, absolutely gorgeous, and I fitted a De Leggero seat post. These cost me £363 combined, with a weight saving of 349 grams, not bad eh, and a cost per gram saved of £1.04. Next we got the wheels, and I changed the Fulcrum Racing 7s that the bicycle came with for Fulcrum Racing 5s, and these cost £235 with a weight saving of 240 grams and a cost per gram saved of 98 pence per gram. Next is the ridiculously frivolous weight weenie purchase of some carbon fibre bottle cages. I've gone for the Elite Carbon Leggero bottle cages. These cost £50 for the pair with a weight saving of 52 grams and a cost per gram of 96 pence. Moving on then, and we got the Big Rock integrated bar and stem, which cost me £190 with a 210 gram saving and a cost per gram saved of 90 pence. And yeah, let's not forget about the aero benefits that these bars can have, as well as the vibration dampening benefits as well. And yeah, let's not also forget that they look absolutely sick. Yeah man. Oh god, an old man really shouldn't do that. Right then, now we're down to the sub 50 pence per gram saved part of the video, the really good bit, and we're going to start off with the crankset on here. It's a crankset by Riro. It's from AliExpress, so it's an AliExpress special, but it's really well made, and it comes with carbon cranks, and it's very light. The crankset only cost £120 with a 311 gram saving, at a cost of 39 pence per gram saved. I'll certainly take that. Next are these fantastic titanium pedals, again from AliExpress, and these cost a ridiculous 40 quid. These come with 128 gram saving over the Shimano SPD SL pedals, and at only 39 pence for every gram saved. Okay, so moving on to the final two, and they're both winners really because they both come with exactly the same cost per gram saved. First up is going to be the titanium skewers. These cost me £15. And they come with a weight saving of 75 grams for the pair and a cost per gram saved 20 pence. And finally, and with everybody's favourite weight saving product, is going to be the TPU inner tubes. I'm using Pirelli Smart tubes. They cost me £35 for the pair. And they come with 170 grams saving and a cost per gram saved of 20 pence. Okay, so as a quick bonus, let's take a quick look at my Carrera cheap bike to super bike build. And you'll find when you're doing weight savings that if you start with a budget bike, it's much cheaper and way easier to make quite considerable savings really quickly. Okay, so let's start with the forks because this was a considerable saving. The original forks were almost 1200 grams. Seriously, 1200 grams. It's absolutely crazy. These ones here, they're only 450 grams and they're also aero, so they improve the speed on the bicycle a little bit as well. So I got these on eBay. They're about 65 quid and they save 733 grams. At a cost per gram saved of 9 pence per gram. That's just epic. So next we got the wheels, and this bike as well is also running Fulcrum Racing 5s. Again, they cost £235 for the pair, and it's quite a considerable weight saving because the original wheels on this bike were absolutely ridiculous. So the Fulcrum Racing 5 wheels cost £235 with a weight saving of 368 grams. The cost per gram saved was 64 pence per gram. So when you add in the racing tyres and the TPU inner tubes, it makes a considerable rolling resistance benefit as well as further weight gains as well. And you really feel it on this bike, you know, it absolutely flies. I know it's a budget bike and I originally paid 30 quid for it, but it's a bit of a rocket ship. And the crankset on here is going to have to get a special mention because swapping out not only the type of crank that I had but also the bottom bracket has made a considerable weight saving, and it's vastly improved the bicycle. Okay, so what I've done on here then is to swap out the square taper bottom bracket, which weighed 371 grams, and I've changed it for these, which are external bearings, and these only weigh 100 grams. They're probably more the type you're familiar with, these ones. But yeah, I think they've also got better functionality as well because they actually sit a little bit wider. They come outside of the frame rather than sitting inside of the frame. So I'd imagine they work a little better as well. So with the original crank that I took off, it was 897 grams. It was quite heavy. I don't particularly want to take this off and weigh it, so I'm going to use the Rero crank from my other one as an example, and that is 580 grams. So there's quite a considerable saving there. So the original crank and the bottom bracket combined weighed 1268 grams. So fitting the Rero crank would save 588 grams and would cost £135. And that gives us a 23 pence per gram saving, so really quite considerable. And you can see how, you know, making weight savings on a budget bicycle like this is a lot easier and a lot cheaper. And just for fun and to show you what an absolute bloody weight weenie I really am, this bike here, it cost me £30 originally, and I went and put a £200 Cellitalia carbon fibre saddle on it. I'm such a loser. So in conclusion then, I'm going to say that some of these weight savings are relative to the spec of the bike that you already have. You know, if you've got a 15 grand super bike, it's going to be very hard and very expensive to save weight on the bicycle. But if you've got 15 grand to spend on a bike, then I doubt you're really that bothered about that. And it's also worth mentioning that if you buy second hand or from somewhere like AliExpress, it's going to increase your bang for buck considerably. And it might be something that you want to consider. And finally, are there any other weight savings I can make on my bike? You know, I've scratched my head over this. I can't come up with any more. I thought about maybe changing the rear cassette, but I like sticking with the Campagnolo because it actually just works better. But if you can think of anything, please let me know, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'm always open to advice. So there you have it then, guys. My best bang for buck weight savings that you can make to your bicycle. And yeah, if you'd like to see my weight weenieism in action, then I'll put a link up by there or there or there or somewhere to the bike builds playlist on my channel, where you can see the build of this bike, but also you can see the build of the Carrera that I made as well. So if you like this video and you'd like to see more than this, then if you'd like to see more like this, then please like and subscribe, guys, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and ciao for now. Ciao 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 ciao.